going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
Well, what's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good long weekend. If you have tomorrow off, if you don't, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have tomorrow off either, but the ones that do, good for you. Anyways, got some court. My Sunday night streams are special. I know they are. With no court on Saturday or Sunday, you know, spread a little thin. So Sundays are a day for the vault, and I put together a giant random collection of clips. That's what we have tonight. So we're gonna have some fun. You guys ready? I'm ready. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go. And I always do that. I always do that. I wanted to welcome Lori real quick before I hit that play button. Lori, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much, Lori. You are awesome. All right, now let's go.
Let me get Arthur Lopez.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Lopez, you were here for no insurance. How do you plead to those charges?
No contest.
You go ahead and tell me a little bit about what happened.
Okay.
I played this guy in a video. For those of you that have seen this already, I'm sorry. This one's not a long one. Hopefully, this is the only one I am double dipping on tonight. All right, let's go.
I was selling that vehicle and I took off to Arizona on airplane and it was parked at an airport. The what do you call it? Parking airport when I got back. So I'm technically repoing from my brother-in-law. It was supposed to have insurance. I drove it home. He had a motorcycle sticker on there. They illegally pulled me over profiling a sticker. That's the only reason they pulled me over. They even came to the truck with their hands on their guns. Get out, criminal, something like that.
That's what I told that other guy. You cannot switch those.
No. A sticker.
Heather.
Bandito sticker.
Oh,
a
okay.
sticker.
Okay.
Yeah. They said I was gang affiliated. I had my kids, our luggage. Like, this is nuts. So finally calmed them down. And when they came to it, they were like, "Where's your insurance?" And I was like, "Well, my phone's dead." So I couldn't prove that. Just got off the airplane,
Yeah.
And by the time it was all said and done, they were like, "Oh, well, when you get your insurance, go to court and they'll dismiss it." Because I couldn't do anything else. But man, it was nuts. I had my son start recording, my 3-year-old's in the back seat, have 2 cops roll up on me with their hands on their hip,
Well, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad your kids are okay. So I could have been a lot worse
But
in
I
the situation.
I gave the lady up front the insurance on the
Okay,
truck.
did you have insurance when you got pulled over?
It was not in my possession, the truck. So
But,
like I said,
but it was active.
It should have been.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
check.
it should have been.
Okay, so the insurance card that you gave me starts January the 5th of 2025.
Which was mine because I put it back in my name. My
Okay.
brother-in-law was
We
supposed to
need
have
the
it.
insurance for the day you got the ticket.
I don't have insurance.
Okay, so you didn't have insurance at
Yeah,
that time.
like I said, I was technically repoing the truck back.
All right, so then hopefully your brother helps you pay this ticket off.
I was gonna ask you to dismiss it for all the trouble that I went through with those guys.
I can't, sir. Sorry. I don't have that power to dismiss it. And if you have any issues with the officer, then you need to address the officer, not the court. The court has no affiliation with the officer.
Oh, by the end, they were apologetic
I'm sure they were.
when they realized that they were being recorded the whole time.
I'm sure they were. And again, on your ticket, it's got the organization that he is from, whether it's the constables, the sheriff, and you can always talk to his supervisor.
She took the ticket from me.
You get a copy from the
Okay.
court. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
But you would have to address their supervisor because we have the court as a neutral party. I have no authority over them, over the sheriffs or their actions,
I
unfortunately.
had
So
never been through nothing like that, and then to be, told me I was gang affiliated.
Yeah.
They made me pull my shirt up, show them tattoos. What tattoos do you get? It was nuts.
Yeah.
In front of my kids, like broad daylight. Just getting off the airport.
Yeah, that's not very, that's not a good combination. So that could have gone 100 different ways. So I'm glad you got to come home to your family and y'all got to enjoy it despite the circumstances.
Yeah.
Again, we have legal aid out in the hallway. It's free legal services. You're more than welcome to utilize any of the resources that we have. If that's something you're interested in, they might be able to help you. Again, I don't know which direction you want to go.
It was just nuts. It just,
But all I can do is provide you those resources and then you do whatever you feel is necessary for you, okay?
Okay.
But for this ticket, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you on 60 days probation, so none of this goes on your driving record. $100 fine plus your court costs, 60 days to pay that, and then 6 months proof of
Can you help me
insurance.
out on that fine? I mean, like I said, I didn't do anything wrong to even get pulled over. It was unnecessary,
I
traffic
understand that the reason you got pulled over may have been an issue, but the fact is you were still driving with no insurance, whether or not
stop. See, I had insurance.
you didn't have insurance when you got pulled over. That's
Well,
what I
no,
asked
but on
you.
my other vehicles, I have insurance on me.
But it doesn't matter. You don't have insurance on that vehicle. So if you got into an accident that day, you wouldn't have been covered under any insurance and you would have had to pay out of pocket. That's illegal. Okay, so the reason for the stop may have been an issue.
I'm
But-
begging you to help me with that $100. I mean, I've seen you help everyone in here,
I
and my
have,
situation's a lot different.
And that's my standard fine for everybody because you did not have insurance. I give that $100
I
fine to,
heard 50, 20.
yeah, for speeding and for everything else. For the
That's
insurance,
actually getting pulled over. And it's like, can you please help me? I
again,
actually got money to pay off today.
okay,
Like,
how much you got today to pay?
If you drop it down, I'll pay it in full.
Well, how much you got to pay today? Because I can tell you what the ticket is already.
What's
So,
the ticket right now?
It's $183.
Drop it down if you
I'm not dropping it down. That's why I'm asking you, how much can you pay today?
can you do 120? I paid in full.
This isn't a negotiation, sir.
You asked me. So.
I asked you how much you can pay, and you said 120.
Mhm.
You can pay the 120, and you got 60 days to pay the remaining balance.
I'll just pay the whole thing in full. That's the thing. I don't want to come back. I miss.
A guy blamed his positive alcohol test on makeup, and you thought of me. Is it because I wear so much makeup? I don't really know, or is it because that's a case I would cover? That's probably more likely it.
Work.
And the
I've been
thing
here
is,
since
I'm
11 o'clock.
not putting it on your record, so it's
Yeah.
not gonna go on your record. Your insurance isn't gonna get affected.
You have
Nothing's
to
gonna get
understand my
affected.
frustration.
I do, but remember, your frustration is not with me.
No, it's not.
It is with
But I'm
the
asking
officer.
for help.
And I'm giving it to you because right now your ticket, if I found you guilty, which you were guilty of it, is $365
No.
with the conviction.
So it's 180.
Exactly.
I'll just pay them. I'll
I've
just pay
lowered
that.
it from 365 to 180. And we already got your insurance, so you don't even have to worry about providing me 6 months proof. I already have it here. So you literally just pay the 183 and you are done.
And I'm done. I
You're
don't
done.
have to come back.
You don't have to come back, okay?
All right.
Swing around here to the right. If you want to wait, you can make your payment today or you can leave right now after the verification. Once you get the email, you can always pay online. Thank you, sir.
All right, we got a big and rating coming. Nice, nice. Is it already here? I don't get the update, so I don't know if it's here or not. So I'm gonna assume. Yep, here we go. It's all coming through now. Biggin, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome to all the Biggin Raiders. All right, Biggin Raiders. I'm gonna ask for your help on something tonight. I am 18 subscribers away from 18,000. So if we can get 18 people to hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Biggin, thank you so much for the raid. You guys are awesome. We're just doing a random court crawl tonight, so there's nothing to explain. We just ended one. We're about to start another one. So sit back and relax. Let's go.
Olivia Asuna, I think she is on line. Olivia?
Yes.
All right, Miss Olivia, you are here for public intoxication. How do you plead to those charges?
No contest.
You over under 25?
Over.
Okay, what's going on, Miss Olivia?
So that was probably the worst night of my life. I'm from Michigan, so I'm not very familiar with everywhere around here. But I went out with one of my best friends and it was mid-afternoon. It wasn't like we were out late, and I'm super responsible for the most part. We only had 2-3 drinks. And I went back the next day because I had no recollection of what happened.
What up, Team Skeptic? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're enjoying Japan. It's Japan, right? I can't remember if it's Japan or China. I don't. I think it's Japan. I think you said Japan. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. And it's is it? I guess it's super early over there right now, isn't it? Not super early. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why I'm acting like I know what time it is. But hopefully, you're enjoying your trip. Okay, let's go.
The police took me home. I don't do drinking and driving, so we Ubered to where we were going, and it wasn't far from home. But I went back the next day to ask the bartender, like what happened, because I didn't remember anything. And she said, "No, you were fine. My friend went to the restroom, and when she came back out from the restroom, she was looking for me, and she said, 'Hey, where's Olivia?' Like asking the bartender, and they said she stepped out with the guy that was sitting next to her at the bar, and I'm not friendly, especially with nails. Went outside with the guy, and never came back in. And I
All right, I am gonna butcher this. Sherazad, Sherazad. I have no idea. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm guessing that's Egypt. I have no idea how much that is, but I'm just gonna say thank you so much for the super chat. You are amazing, and I will try not to butcher your name the next time. But to be honest, I'm always gonna butcher that name because yeah. No offense. I don't mean to offend you. I'm just terrible at names. Ask Cheshire Cat. But you are awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Very generous of you. I appreciate it. Thank you. And you even told me how much it was. I was just gonna be like, yeah. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you.
have voicemails on my phone from my friend saying, like, "Hey, where are you? I'm looking for you in the parking lot." They couldn't find me. I honestly don't know how the police got involved or how I know they took me home, obviously. But when they took me home, I was like bawling, crying. I had no phone.
Were you drunk? Is that what you're implying or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never in my life, I'm not like a lightweight, right? Like 2-3 drinks, that doesn't even sound physically possible. And they told my kid's dad that I was running up the highway.
Did you leave your drink unattended when you went to the bathroom?
No, no. And my friend went to the restroom, and when she came out of the restroom, I was gone. And we do the buddy system, right? Like, there's no leaving a facility without your friend. You just don't do things like that. And I have a 2-year-old at home. So
you said the cops got involved. What ended up out of this night? Did anybody go to get arrested? Did anybody get charged? Or
they didn't arrest me. He just gave me a public.
I responded, Team Skeptic. I responded. I don't know if you're looking or if you can hear me, but you can check yours.
Intoxication, but he took me home, and he told my kid's dad was at my house watching the baby, and he told my kid's dad that I was running down the side of the highway, but it's not a highway. It's like 1970 something.
1976.
Okay, so, and I'm not even familiar with that road, but that's the road that I was on. And they said I was running up the road, and I said, well, that's why I went back to the bar the next day, because it only seems to me if someone is running, I mean, I guess I could have been like an alcoholic or something, or you know what I mean? Like,
yes, but we also
I don't know, like I could have been homeless, I could have been anything, right? But in my mind, I'm like, there's no way that I stepped out of a bar with a random somebody and then I'm running down the street. Like, I feel I was probably drugged, or maybe he tried to get me in the car and I got out and I was running. Like, I wouldn't run anywhere or be left alone. So that was like the scariest night of my entire life. I don't know what happened. I tried to call the police to speak to him, just to kind of get a more clear view, of like, if he could tell me, like, was I screaming, crying, but nothing. Like, I couldn't get in touch with him. I called on 3 different days. They kept giving me his hours. But I couldn't get in touch with the officer that actually took me home.
She was in charge of the DUI. They said that they ran some tests at the hospital. So they probably have that, but because it's just a drunken disorderly, that might not be in the file. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
So I was grateful, you know, that someone found me, or, you know, that someone called or was worried that I was running. But I mean, I don't know. I just thought there'd be like more investigation on something like that. But I guess they can't tell if it's someone's like first incident, or I don't know if they can see. I've never had a record, or, you know, I've never been in any trouble, and I've never gotten in trouble drinking either. So
I don't know, Miss Olivia. The only thing I can tell you is to keep following up with that officer to see what's going on. He's your only connection to that night. Again, I don't know what happened. I don't have any reports of anything. That's why I'm asking you what happened with that investigation. Was anybody charged with anything?
no.
But at this point, I don't have anything to go on. So the only thing I have is a public intoxication, and you're not fighting it. You pled no contest. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even really too sure. Like I said, I don't even feel like I have a leg to stand on, because I don't know. Like, even if I was drugged, like how do you find out if someone did something to me, or, you know, if I was drugged, or I don't really know what the
Usually,
answer is.
I mean, usually when an officer finds somebody out on the streets like that, that's not coherent enough to know their surroundings, they usually take them into the hospital. They do all kinds of exams on them to make sure, you know, unfortunately you
They
weren't
did.
assaulted, or,
I
you know,
had EKGs on me. You know, the little things that you put. I had stickers all over my stomach the next day. So they I think it was an EMS. I literally, like, I couldn't even tell you if I was in an ambulance. Like, there's no way possible.
Again, we can do one
Yeah.
of two things, because your situation's a little different. I don't know if they did a toxology report. I don't know what they did at all, and apparently neither do you. So you've got
Right.
two options right now. I can adjudicate you right now and give you your fines and whatever else I'm gonna give you, or I can reset this for 60 days so you can find some more information on it. And if you wanna present it to me, we can go that way. But I don't know. I don't have enough to go on. Right now, all I have is a public intoxication, so I'm going to treat it as a public intoxication. I don't have
So
it.
I'm not even. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm not even really too sure what that is, or like what.
So right now,
Um.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to give you, because you don't get the choice to pick and choose. So
Oh,
either
no,
you're
no.
going to let me adjudicate you right now, and
Mhm.
I can put you on probation, and you can pay a fine, you can take a class.
It is just the ticket that Judge Garcia got. So you know what? It wasn't a drunken disorderly. It was just a public intox. I don't know if those might be the same thing on the same level. I'm not exactly sure, but she doesn't know how she got as drunk as she did. She wasn't driving; she was on foot. A police officer saw her, and there was apparently some kind of incident where she had to be driven home. So the officer just wrote her a civil ticket, which is why Judge Garcia sees it. Now, what the defendant is saying sounds really bad, but honestly, Judge Garcia is like, I don't have anything. All I have is this ticket. You can pay it. You can do whatever you want. You can go to the police and try to investigate this further. There might not be anything to investigate. It doesn't sound like she's the victim of anything. Nobody did anything to her. She's not saying that. She's not alleging that. She's just saying, I don't know how I got that drunk. So yeah, it's one of those situations where something could have happened. It doesn't sound like something did, which thank God nothing did happen to her. But um, yeah. Anyways, I've got a special guest. We got a special guest right now. What is up,
What
Skip?
up? Shit, man, chilling. Yeah, to answer your question, I'm in Hong Kong right now, not Tokyo. I
Hong
was in
Kong.
Tokyo a couple of days ago, but it's I was only there for one night. I'm gonna be back in Tokyo in I think in the 22nd or 23rd. I go back to Tokyo, and I'm gonna spend a week there. So it's a badass city. I just haven't been able to really experience it too much. So what's been
All
going
right.
on with you guys? Hey, chat, how you doing?
Not much. We're just doing a random court crawl tonight. It's Sunday, so no court yesterday or today. And unfortunately, since tomorrow's a holiday, it's going to be another slow day. So we are dipping into the vault and pulling out some
Oh, so
entertaining cases
tomorrow's
from
a
the past couple
holiday?
weeks. Yeah, tomorrow's President's Day.
What holiday is it tomorrow? Oh my
President's
God, it's gonna be a bad day to. I have a video to put out. Looks like let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you a little insider secret, okay?
All right.
People don't watch shit on holidays, and I'm not talking about the people in the chat. I'm not talking about the people in the chat. They're the dedicated. They're your hardcore followers. They're my hardcore followers. They'll watch a video at 3:00 in the morning if you put one out. They haven't their whole brain buzzes when we post, and they're like, first. I love that shit, But the general audience doesn't watch court videos on YouTube on President's Day. They usually like to watch those at work and stuff. At least from my experience. Chat can yell at me and tell me how wrong I am, but those are the wrong people to tell me I'm wrong, because those are the hardcore supporters that are going to watch a video anytime we put it out. Right, chat? Right, chat? Y'all will watch a video anytime we put it out. Yes or no? It doesn't matter. President's Day does not matter. You'll watch it if we put it out. Yes or no? Simple enough. One in the chat if it's yes.
You
I had to
love
throw
doing
that
that.
in.
You love doing
I
that.
do. It's my thing. Everybody's copied me. Chili, all the other people in the world. They just, one in the chat. When they ask you where that came from, Skeptic did it. Skeptic did it first. The rest of the people are just copycats. Except for
Well, then you're
Colin. I give Colin permission to use my one in the chat.
I do not do that. I'm the person that whenever you say that, I'm typing 42 or something obnoxious. No,
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to type in 1 or 2. I don't care how much I agree with what you just said. I'm typing.
Man, all right. So what are we in the middle of right here? So I'm not going to be here. Well, actually, I am going to be here a little bit longer now that I know that tomorrow is President's Day. I'm not going to rush this video out. I'm going to go ahead and take my time with it. So I guess I'll stick around here with you and chill.
All right.
And you know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to leave the call and rotate my camera to be in proper orientation, because we're not on cell phones here. Right, guys? So I'll join back. I'll join back in 1 second.
All right.
You continue on. You have my permission to continue.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You can do whatever I offer you, or I can give you 60 days to see what's going on with this investigation. If you were drugged, then and they did a toxology report and stuff, then again, obviously we're on a different level, and we're not gonna punish you for something you had no control over. But again,
Correct.
I don't know which way you want to take it. So we can get this done today, and you pay the fine, get it over with, whatever. Or you can do your further investigation, but it's going to be you. The court isn't going to get involved. And I'll give you the time to do the investigation so you can bring me whatever you want back in 60 days. Again, it's up to you, but that's your decision.
So, I guess, is there any way for me to, is there any help with me getting, because I've been trying to get in touch with the officer, and it's happened so many months ago. Is there a certain time frame where because it happened in October, and I don't know why my court date was pushed all the way out to January, but I mean, it was so long ago.
The only thing I can tell you is to go in person, because over the phone does not really too good. When you sit there in person, they tend to take you a little bit more serious. Don't ask me why. I don't run those offices. But again, the only
is this something that goes on my record if I do no contest and I just do the fine?
No, I'll give you probation.
Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I'm not too sure, because I'm starting a new job, and I'm not too sure that it's gonna even be worth me taking all that time out to go down to the, and get all that. I mean, either way it goes, what if they didn't even do a toxology report, and then I'm still gonna be at the same spot.
All right, well, go ahead and do whatever you'd like to do. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on 60 days probation, so none of this goes on your record. A $50 fine plus your court costs, 60 days to pay that, and you're also going to have to take an alcohol awareness program.
Okay. Okay.
All right, hold on real quick, Miss Olivia. Let me see. Before you hang up, you can do a direct message to the court clerk and put your email in there, and that way you'll be getting an email by Thursday with everything that we discussed today.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Olivia, and I'm glad you're okay for the most part.
Thank you.
You have a great evening, and then when you're done giving us your email, you can log off.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let me get a David.
All right. I didn't want to pause it again when you jump back in. I wanted to finish up that case. We already took a 3-minute break in the middle of it.
No. I prefer the for it to run smoothly.
There was a question in the chat asking what time it is for you right now.
I just responded. It's 9:25 right now,
Ah, gotcha.
and I've been up since 3:30 in the morning.
It's gonna take you a little bit to get off that schedule. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
a
gonna
little
run
bit.
through these real quick. Michael Dennis for 7 months. Thank you so much, Michael Dennis. I appreciate it. Chris for 4 months. Chris, you are awesome. Debbie, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much, Debbie. Sparkle Poots with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Sparkle Poots. Very generous of you. Carrie T with the 6 months. Thank you so much, Carrie. Chris with the $5 super chat. Drinks are on the house. All of Cheshire Cats are paying. Absolutely, they're always paying. That's why he has so many of them. Thank you, Chris. And then Cheshire Cat rolls in. The internet cables are pretty tasty. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes until my internet dies. So, Skeptic, you're gonna be by yourself.
No, that's fine. I love those opportunities to ruin your channel. Hey, somebody asked me if I have a good view of the harbor, and I'm sending you 2 photos to show of my current view of the harbor, or my view from last night. It's not my current view because my current view is it's daytime, so it obviously doesn't look like this. But let me I just sent you one, and then here's the other.
The link isn't
What's
working.
wrong? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Give me a 404 error. So it's
I do
extra.
that shit sometimes. I do that sometimes just to test you and see if you're paying attention.
Send me bad URLs. How's that testing me?
Okay,
Sharky,
so
Sharky, thank you so much for the 4 months. You were awesome. Okay.
Here we go. Here's the first one, and I'll go do the second one. That one should work.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one worked. Let's see.
And the harbor that the person asked about is Victoria Harbor. That's the name of it. Hey, I'm going to show you something. It's so smoggy down here. I have like actual pictures that are of that one was the same photo. Hold on.
There's picture number 1.
Hold on, I'm giving you picture number 2. I just sent the same photo as picture number 2. Let me send you a different one. But you can actually see it. I have done everything in my power to remove the smog, and I could even share you the original. It's so horrible. That's the only complaint I have so far about Hong Kong is that it's unreasonably smoggy here. But it's also one of the most populated cities in the world, like densely populated. So it's, comes with territory. But yeah, those are 2 pictures I'll share. Did you share the other one? I didn't see them. Did you share the other one?
I'm sharing the second one right now. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know if you had already did.
I shared the first one. Here's the second one. That is where Skeptic is at the moment.
Yeah, buddy. Isn't it so beautiful, man? God damn. I love this shit.
You are good at taking pictures. I told you that last time you were in Europe.
No, man. I have a really good picture album that I'm actually considering doing a picture book. And because all this stuff costs a lot of money. Like I'm poor for a reason, okay? Because money holds less value in my life than experience and culture, growing myself culturally. So it's I spend a lot of money doing this. I'm not going to front about it. I'm not asking for any donations. Please don't donate. I do it on my own. It's totally cool. My opinion is if I am going to ask somebody to help me out so I can do this in the future, I better have something to give them. So I put together I've got 2 books that are coming out that that I want to bring out. I'm not saying they're coming out yet because obviously I don't want to lie and never do it. So I want to do it though, and I'm going to try to do it. And I'm going to use the funds from that to, the proceeds from that to fund future excursions. There's just really no point in asking the audience to help me pay for that. It just, to me, I would feel so guilty asking you guys to help me do something that benefits me. I can do it. I'll do it. And but I would love for you to be there and go along with me. And if you want to support, maybe buy one of my picture books, and that'd be like chunking me a $20 bill for a book of pictures that I've taken, not pictures I've borrowed from anybody else or AI, but I took them. I edited them. I did everything for them. Like I don't use no one's help. I'm self-taught when it comes to photography. I'm completely self-taught.
I'll tell you what.
And
If you put a book together, I will buy it and I will put it in my bathroom because I think that'd be perfect for the toilet.
well, I have two really good. The second one is one of them that just it's not my travel book, but I've got a really good idea of what I want to do on a artistic book. So stay tuned for that one. My travel book is going to be all my travel picks. I've got some amazing ones too. So yeah.
All right. People are asking for part 3. Is that what you were talking about putting out tomorrow?
No, not part 3. Not part 3. Part 3 will come out on Friday. Part 2 is sovereign citizens from the week prior, including the Abel Estrada case, because I've been following that one. And then before part 3, I'll also have a follow-up to the Karen that got arrested in my last video, not the last Lindsay Dineski video, but the video before that. The Karen got arrested. There's a follow-up to it. I'm going to give all you guys the follow-up. And then Friday will be part 3, which is going over all the legal documents. And then I'll have two videos before part 4. So Monday and Wednesday, or just one video on Tuesday, however it plays out. But this whole thing will be closed out by a week from Friday. So the original goal was to release one a week on every Friday to give a 3 days between the next upload for people to really take it in, watch it at their leisure. It's a really long video. But the court cases video, y'all are going to love that. You think that you've seen wild shit? This is just what's come out of her mouth. Imagine what happens. This is what's coming out of her mouth in the moment, right? Without her even fucking thinking. Imagine if you give this woman a pen and a piece of paper and hours to come up with nonsense. Think of how much more like crazy it is. Like when it's in the moment. Oh God, I hope you can still hear me. All right. Yeah, you can.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. My page, I don't know if you saw it in my glasses, but my whole screen went white just now.
It definitely got a little bright.
Yeah. But like I said, imagine giving someone that's that crazy and acts like her a pen and paper and a bunch of free time with nothing else. She has nothing going on in her life but these court cases, but filing court cases against Chuck, against me, against the FBI, against everybody else. So now that we're not just asking her a question and listening to her response, we're actually saying, here, write it all down and give it back to us later. Imagine the insanity. Yes, it's that good. It's that good, especially the one against me where the court just decided, hey, listen, we're going to use his case and we're going to go ahead and dismiss everybody's case on him, like on that one thing. So when they dismissed that case, they wrote the opinion, and the opinion covers all the cases. So we're going to be doing FBI, we're going to be doing Roseville Police, we're going to be doing the stuff that happened with Chuck. We're going to be doing like all this stuff. It's all in police reports. It's all in motions and filings and all that. We're going to go over all of it. At least I think the 5 or 6 best ones, ending with mine, which ultimately ends everything. So I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Not everybody that watches that video is going to see this. So you know what time it is. The other people don't. That's your inside information.
I got one more question, then let's move on. Are we going to get an explanation for how the FBI got in?
Oh, I'll give that to you right now. So see, she kidnapped Chuck's kids. And you know how like anytime kidnappings happen, the FBI gets involved? Not like pseudo kidnappings, not where a sovereign citizen say, hey, I've been kidnapped. The police officers kidnapped me and took me to this far off land called jail. No, different. The FBI doesn't get involved in those kidnappings. They get involved in actual kidnappings. And so they got involved with that kidnapping. And let's see, I have an audio clip at the very beginning of the, I think it's at the very beginning of the first video where he's telling him, he's like, that's the day the FBI called me and said, we have your kids back. Literally, they tracked her cell phone. Like everything you see on TV, they did. They tracked her cell phone. They pinged her. They set up a sting. They tackled her the moment she walked out of the door. She was holding children in her hand. Therefore, they kidnapped. They're involved now. They're perpetuating Chuck's unconstitutional, freedom infringement upon her. So yeah, unfortunately for the FBI, they're getting screwed too. Sued too, not screwed.
I was gonna say, how are they
They're getting sued too.
so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
Yeah.
Legal fiction, because I don't want to miss this. Thank you so much, legal fiction. I did not miss the super chat. Thank you.
No, I think
And
they were saying you missed one earlier when I was first on, and I think I did remember seeing one that you missed. It was after Cheshire or after the Egyptian one.
yeah, I went back and I got it. When you
Okay.
when you switched your phones, I went back and I got it.
Already.
I went back and got it. Okay. You ready for the next case? Oh, I was gonna answer that
Yeah.
question. How many subs until 18,000? I am six away. All right.
6 subs? That's it? Just 6?
6 away from 18,000. Yes.
At 10 cents a sub, that's only 60 cents. I got you.
All right. I'll PayPal you 60 cents. I don't even think you can. But I think you have to. I think the minimum PayPal is $2. It's been a while since I've had to know that information, so I don't know. Okay. Let's move on to the next case.
There are 6 people watching that haven't subbed yet. Go fucking sub, guys.
Lone Wolf, make it 7. I just unsubbed. I know. Lone Wolf, you're such a good guy, Lone Wolf.
0, defendant number 2, People versus Abraham Altamini. We hear of a rating of failure to appear. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Ryan Green on behalf of the Probation Department.
Yeah, I had no idea what currency that was. EGP, and I don't know why Egypt just came through my head because of the letters. I did just assume your ethnicity, though. I do apologize. I have no idea.
I only said what I said because he was a jackass and assumed your nationality. Stop being a jackass, Colin. You make me look bad.
Right? I know, right?
Okay, and on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Altamimi, state your name, sir.
Abraham Altamimi. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So, Mr. Altamimi, it's alleged that on August 19th of last year, that you pointed a gun at someone and that's essentially the allegation of wrongdoing, that you pointed a gun at someone. I left out the details, but it was concerning an incident at your home on August 19th, 2024. And you have a right to a hearing on these allegations, this allegation. And that hearing would be where the Department of Corrections would have to show by preponderance of evidence, which is a little more than 50% of the weight of the evidence, that you pointed a gun at someone on August 19th, 2024. And if the court finds that you...
Oh, I heard a bad rumor that Judge Green's YouTube channel got deleted.
Tracy Green?
Yeah, the judge we're watching right now. Yeah, so I think it was this day. No, it was the day. No, that was Judge Slavin. One of the days of a case that I just recently covered of hers. Right after the case happened, she got porn bombed, and
oh man.
So she dropped that stream instantly, obviously, and then she brought up another stream. She finished her docket, and she hasn't been live since. Somebody was saying in another court channel, I don't remember which one, that her YouTube channel has been nuked. It's no longer exists. I haven't gone and checked, but it sounds like that might have been.
I'll check it right now.
Did either at that hearing or because you admit that you did today, the court can do a number of things. I can continue your probation and just maintain the current conditions, not modifying them at all, or I can modify the conditions, and the modification can include a period of jail time. I can also just close your probation case outright, determining that you're not an appropriate candidate for probation, and sentence you to a term of incarceration at the Michigan Department of Corrections. Knowing that, what would Mr. Altamimi like to do?
Your Honor, at this time, we're asking the court to track this matter with another case that Mr. Altamimi has in the system. It's a home, from my understanding, it's an home invasion case out of Dearborn, scheduled for an AOI on 2/12/25. It should come to you, Your Honor. So we're just asking that court track this case
Did
with
you say Livonia?
Dearborn.
Dearborn, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
And that way, Judge, whoever is representing him on that case can also represent him on violation. Maybe there's some type of,
When did you say the hearing was?
I'm sorry, say
When did you say the next hearing in Dearborn Heights was?
next court date is 2/12/25.
Okay, thank you. All right, we will track that case. Can you give me the case number?
Your Honor, I believe that case was bound over to Third Circuit Court on February 5th.
Okay, Mr. Altamimi, were you in court 2 days ago?
Yes.
Okay. Before whom?
I was in person for preliminary exam at Dearborn Heights.
Was he bound over, or he said that he was in Dearborn Heights on the 5th?
Dearborn Heights indicated that it would be bound over to the Third Circuit Court. I have a docket number 24700.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're saying that that's the date he was bound over. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So is it in the system already?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
He was giving
He's in the system with a different last name, a hyphenated last name. That's why it might not be showing up.
Okay. What is it? Oh, no, it's bound over already. I don't need the Dearborn Heights number. I was wondering about the circuit court number. We'll get it eventually, but I was trying to determine what date to come back. Let's set it for 2 weeks out. It should come. Okay.
Judge, if it's a home invasion, it should come straight to you.
All right, so we'll see you then on the 12th, Mr. Altamimi. We'll set a review for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he better say something because I know I put this clip in there for a reason. So he's about to talk now. So this is what this one.
Okay. Oh, I'm asking real quick. What court? What district is she in? Is she in 34th?
I honestly have no idea. She's a circuit court judge. Her and Judge Slavins are in the same courthouse. They both, yeah, they're like right next to each other.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I know about.
What's Judge Slavin's court again?
I don't know. It's just Judge Mark Slavin.
That's your best friend.
No, that's
Mark
no.
Slavins. Ah.
Yeah, not
yeah, I think it is 34.
Not Joseph Slavin. Mark Slavin.
I think it is 34th district.
I'm gonna call you Eric Martin now because he called Judge Slavin Judge Slavin. And Judge Slavin called him out for it.
What county is Judge Slave? I guess that was the wrong one. I almost did the same thing. That's why I stopped. I'm trying to think if it's. I need to know what county 34th district is. That's all I need to know.
I'm getting Wayne County 3rd Circuit Court.
Ah, okay. Let's see if I can find it now.
Wixom is pretty good with his information, so I trust him on that one. Wayne County 3rd Circuit Court.
Yeah, I'll share this with you real quick. What I'm using. I'll share it in chat. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have I'm not a mod. Here, I'll share it to you. You can share it out.
I mean, or I can just give you a wrench.
I don't need a wrench. Thank you. I mean, you can, but I don't need one.
Well, I would have to scroll all the way up to find your name.
Right here, I'll just share it to everybody in the chat real quick. All right, 3 subs till 18K. Come on, guys. 3 subs. 3 of you are being lone wolf resub asshole. Let me know when I'm a moderator so I can send this link through to everybody.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I don't even have my own stream open.
But yeah, I've gone to Wayne County and I'm trying to see if I can find Tina Green.
Where?
Got Tina Brooks Green, virtual courtroom.
All right. And you should be good now.
What's up still?
Hey, what's up, Mayor?
Yeah, her channel is still up.
Okay.
All right. And for those of you that want to double check yourself, you can go to that website right there. And from that website, that's a Michigan Courts website. You can find, actually, that's how I find all my shit, just so y'all know. It's through that website. Or website like this and others. You can go to each individual district. And if you go during the middle of the day, like on a business day, you'll see some of the counties are blacked out. And those counties that are blacked out have judges that are live in that moment. So if you're ever bored and just want to find a random court stream to watch, you don't have to go watch the same court streams that everybody else is watching. Go watch a different one. Go watch one of them that are unknown in the middle of Michigan. They're wild too. It's because they ain't got Sean Perkins or Judge Slavin or Judge Slavins. They're still wild. But anyway, that's how you find out. Now, if you go to Wayne County, which is at the bottom right-hand corner, if you go there, you click on Wayne County, you can scroll down and find her name, Tina Brooks Green. Then you can click on the virtual courtroom watch. That'll take you to her YouTube page. That's how you can verify that she is still she's still got her page up. She may have, if what people may be misunderstanding is that sometimes when you get porn bombed, you don't lose your channel. You get a community guideline strike that prevents you from streaming for a certain period of time on your first offense and a longer period of time on your second offense. So that's probably what happened. If she got porn bombed and she hasn't been streaming since, it's probably because they have taken away her ability due to a community guideline strike. But her channel is still up.
I think you looked up the wrong judge, though. You looked up the wrong Green.
No, did I? God damn, I'm just all about the wrong judges. Or did I? Or are you lying to me? I think you're lying to me. Tina Brooks Green, that's who it is, right? Yeah, it's her.
We're looking for Tracy.
No, I did do the wrong one.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'll find it. Give me a second.
This is
I
actually
take back
perfect.
everything I said.
My internet's been going in and out since you started this conversation, so this is a perfect way to entertain people while I'm losing connection.
Okay, great. Look, we need to know where she is. What? Because I can. Oh, here it is, right here. I found it.
Wayne County Third Circuit.
I found it. Ooh, it's been removed because it violated our community guidelines. Here's the link right here.
So she
That
did.
is horrible. That sucks, y'all. All right, they'll come back from that if they want to. All they have to do is submit it and say, look, we're a court channel and some jackass did this. Sorry.
She had a soft sit jury trial coming up in March too.
Who was it?
I think
I've been covering the soft sit out of hers. I think I don't
write the names down of the soft sit. I just write soft sit. I have Tracy Green soft sit March 18th is what I have written down. All right, you guys, let's keep going. We're here to watch some court. Now, moment of silence have already passed for Judge Tracy Green. Hopefully she comes back.
I haven't gotten it yet. I'll get it.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Say it to your lawyer, and then he'll let me know if it's something.
Say it to your lawyer.
I should hear.
Judge, he wants you to know that this incident, here occurred before he was placed on probation, Judge.
And they just charged me.
And he's not charged. Why don't you tell him, sir? You got permission. You got, go ahead. You tell
Can
him.
you please tell me?
No, you can tell him.
Your Honor, I think I'll wait till I get a real lawyer to help me when I need to.
What?
Look, Your Honor, so when that incident happened, when they saying I aimed a gun, that's not what happened. I was shot when somebody came to my house and shot me, and I didn't get a chance to make my statement. So the person that made a statement saying that was the person that came to my house and shot me, and she the one that went to jail, and she the one that got
Interrupt
charged.
you. I'm completely aware.
Yes, I just want.
I read the summons,
Yeah, do you
and
remember
you
that?
know I'm very familiar with you.
Yeah, I know.
So I read it,
And I
and
promise
I
you
haven't.
guys- I'm
We
sorry.
can't talk at the same time.
I'm sorry.
By the way, I think you should apologize to your attorney. That was extremely
I'm sorry.
obnoxious.
Judge, that's okay. Hopefully he'll get a real attorney because we definitely got a real defendant
I
here.
just need somebody to understand what happened.
No, perfect shots fired right there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it was good.
He
It was
needs
good.
a real lawyer because he's a real defendant.
It was good. It was good. I love that little. It's good comeback by the attorney, and it didn't sound disrespectful, but it came from a place where he's
Yeah,
like, that was, why'd you say that, man?
Yep, that was like, oh, really? Real attorney, real lawyer. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. You need a real lawyer. Go find one because it's not me.
But it's not necessary for me to understand any of that right now. I just need to get you arraigned. This isn't your trial.
Yeah, I know.
You'll have ample opportunity to defend yourself. Okay? So we'll see you on the 12th.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're off the record. That's
Sorry.
going to be, wait. So what is his bond in the underlying case? $200,000 cash surety tether. Okay, this is 50,000 personal. Anything else?
Nothing else about the defense, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We're off.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, that one was fun. Just wait till I get a real lawyer. All right.
And I also another thing, like I want to say, like I want to. Yes, we make fun of people when they say shit like that, but you have to understand from his perspective, he may not be meaning like a real lawyer. He may be saying when I can have a chance to get the lawyer that I want, his real lawyer. And so I don't know for a fact that he was trying to be disrespectful, but that was a very disrespectful thing to say. Shouldn't have said it. And I'd love to be the fly on the wall, listening to that, sitting in on that next lawyer fucking clientele conversation. Or if a new lawyer comes in and goes, "Am I real enough for you?" You know.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit play. I saw hit play.
Oh no, it's a good way to shut me up. Thank you.
Yeah, just you talk more than I do. That's hard to
I'm
do.
sorry. Put one in the chat if you hate me, chat.
Put a 2 in the
What up,
chat if you'd
Avar?
like to be in here. Room manager is still waiting for you to.
I better see only ones, no twos.
I didn't realize.
Hey,
Kate was talking to me.
while you're getting the next one lined up and ready, can I ask the chat something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. No, just ready. Go ahead.
I'm learning my equipment, okay, and I just turned on the noise reduction function of I got to plug in my battery charger too before it dies. I just turned on my noise reduction. I just want to make sure it doesn't sound all fucked up. So, Chad, if you could help me out, if it's fucked up, say turn it off. If it's okay, just say good to go. And I appreciate the feedback.
It sounds crystal clear to me, but I might hear it a little differently than they did since you're back.
I'm gonna plug in my battery, but go ahead.
All right.
Let me get this thing to quit following me. No.
Oh, can I see the follow on Jadrika Williams, please? Yes. Oh, and then I tried to make it back in time to watch the game. And by the time I made it back to my humble abode, it was already in the late second quarter. Oh, it was.
I loved it every minute.
I did too, because, and let me just tell you why I loved it. I loved it for Jalen Hurts, and this is why. And I know Jalen Hurts fan, all because of the LSU connection, but because the last time they played them, he should have been MVP. To me, MVP should not be based upon who wins. It should be based who's the most valuable player. So I was happy that they won. And if I were a gambler, which I'm not, I would have put my money on that in Vegas, but.
Says every person who's a gambler.
Oh, I would
No,
have.
right?
I mean, I thought at least one.
People that don't gamble don't say if I was a gambler. They just don't. They wouldn't even bring that up.
It's like the guy that goes, no, I don't masturbate. I've never masturbated in my life. That guy has fucking calloused hands for sure.
You're getting nothing but positive feedback. I don't know if you've seen the chat, but
Okay. No, thank you guys. Thank you. That's really a production thing that I just wanted to get some feedback on. So I really appreciate it.
But not like, what do you do? 3?
Niall. Because you know what I would have done?
Unplug that fan in my room, Niall.
Excuse me, Miss Williams. Thank you. So anyway.
Yeah, calm down, Miss Williams. They're in the middle of a very important conversation.
I would have thought it would have. Oh my gosh. You're on mute. Remain on mute until I unmute you. Somebody's messing with the fan. That's what we used to do when we were young children. And LaShawn, I'm glad I had a chance to apologize to my grandmother before she passed, because we would walk home from school and she babysat us, right? And you have the box fan in the window. We would stand in front of it like we smelled so great. She never said, y'all smell bad, but there's a schoolhouse smell that you get. It's indescribable. All right, Miss Abrams,
Yes.
on this case.
This is the case where the extension lieutenant, occurred.
Hey, I didn't get a harump out of that guy. One of my favorite movies of all time. Chris, thank you so much for the super chat, and I am sorry for the crown. That sucks. But yeah, you can blame me. That's okay. Chester Cat gets all the blame anyways. You can blame me this time. But harump. All right, Team Skeptic. Do you know what movie that is?
What?
Harump. Do you know what movie that comes from?
No.
I didn't get a harump out of that guy. All right, hold on. Badges. We don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, I know that movie.
It's the same movie.
Oh, okay.
This is a supplemental report that was sent in before the extension.
All right, and this is where 0 has been paid, correct? All right, Miss Williams, you can unmute.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. So we have an issue.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
All right, you need to start paying.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I don't have an excuse. I just don't have any work right now. I'm living with my dad. He has dementia. He really doesn't have no one but me and my kids. My mom passed, so it's hard right now.
So here's the thing. My understanding from reading everything is that, one, he's receiving SSI. Everybody can't be living off of his benefits.
And he's not. Yes, ma'am.
But you've been on probation since 2018, and you paid 0.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no excuse for paying 0.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to pay something.
Okay. Is this the judge I'm speaking with?
Yes, it is. That's what the robe is.
Miss Boyd?
Yes.
God damn.
I was gonna ask you, what can I pay to get, because this has been like a burden on me. I know I can't afford
Hold on.
$4,000.
How has this been a burden on her? How has this been a burden on her? She's paid zero in 7 years. This has not been a burden. Maybe receiving the paperwork saying, hey, you need to pay, or being constantly reminded, yeah, you need to pay. That can be a burden to some people. However,
It's
how the
annoying.
fuck has it been an actual? Yeah, it's annoying. But how has it been a burden on your life when you haven't paid shit? Just out of curiosity.
I don't remember if this is if she's paying fines and costs or if it's reimbursement. So if it's reimbursement, Judge Boyd's about to go off on her. Reimbursement, what's the right word? That's not the right word. When you steal something, restitution. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's restitution, Judge Boyd's about to go off on her. If it's just fines and costs, she's probably just gonna get a slap on the wrist. But she's rude. She's rude. But it's a burden. It's a burden on her.
God.
You know what was a burden?
Yes,
and I'm not
ma'am.
trying to be mean.
I understand. No, I understand. Anything you say, I understand.
Yeah, because I mean, the theft of property, that was a burden on somebody. So
Right.
you would have paid something.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be done with this, but you have paid nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's been since 2018.
Well, I was trying to see if my sister,
I'm sorry, see if your sister could do what?
if she can let me borrow like $1,000. I was just telling my other probation officer here in Houston to see if I can pay something to get out, because I know I won't be able to pay $4,000, and I will have to pay her that back.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you're going to have to start paying something. And I wasn't the judge who placed you on probation previously. I don't know why somebody hasn't already told you you need to start paying something.
Yeah, but
back.
and I also had asked I had asked before the previous time, is there any way that I can like talk to that judge to lower the things, and they told me that wasn't an option.
No, I mean, you have to.
She just said it's theft of property. You stole $4,000 worth of stuff. How are they going to lower it? The court can't do that. No.
You owe them the money. You owe them that money. You pay it. That person's still burdened. 7 years later, that person's burdened. Still to this day, after 7 years, they're still burdened. And they can actually prove it with facts, with numbers. They're burdened $4,000 worth of property. You have burdened them by relieving them of that property. So yes, sorry to annoy you, but there's somebody that has actually been burdened by you.
Judge Stevens has said a bunch of times that he wishes that restitution had why can't I think of words? What's it? Oh my God. What's it called? Interest. Judge Stevens says he wants restitution to have interest for cases like this. So $4,000 6 years ago is what? It would be what, $4,500 right now? So
something along that, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this one. This one's a short one. It's almost over. Let's finish this one up.
Pay what you owe. And I'm not even. The problem is, I have some people who are on probation and they paid something. You paid nothing. Zero. And that's been zero since 2018.
Okay, so can I ask one question? I only have one.
You can ask many questions.
Okay, because I signed the year extension. If I was to pay something within the year and it don't be the total $4,000, would I be punished then?
I'll consider things, but you need to pay.
Stop it right there.
Okay.
I'll tell you what will happen in Texas in that situation. Let's say you so there's two things here, right? So this is not courts, fines, fees, and administration, anything. This is restitution, paying back somebody else. So what will happen is if you, in 1 year from now, you're not completely paid off, what they'll do is they'll go reevaluate you. And then they'll make a determination whether you've made any payments whatsoever, whether you're even listening to the court's advice to make payments, whether you're making an effort. And then also they'll look at like the severity of the crime and whatnot. At that point, they'll make a determination as to whether continuing you on probation for one more year, giving you an option to pay that restitution off, or throwing your dumb ass in jail for not even trying. That's what's about to happen. You're good. In administration fees, they typically won't throw you in jail for that. But for a restitution, they will absolutely put you in jail and extend your probation until you are completely paid off. It happens all the time. It happens on child support cases all the time as well. So this is what goes on in Texas. I don't want to speak for other states, but in Texas, that's what goes on. I know. I went through it.
There was Lone Wolf just played a case where there was a guy who defrauded a school out of $1 million. A couple years ago. I think I don't want to guess the year, but I want to say it was about 5 or 6 years ago. $1 million. He's paid about $2,500 in 5 or 6 years, but he has like millions of dollars worth of property, and he won't liquidate any property to pay it back. Judge Stevens just threw him in jail, revoked his probation, threw him in jail for not paying the money he stole from a school back. And this guy has spent almost $10,000 in jail on commissary since he's been there. So it's just like, yeah, like you're sticking your thumb up to Judge Stevens is not the way to go. That is
How
not
long
going
has
to
he
end up
been
well
in
for
there?
him.
How long has he been in there?
The case, his bond was his probation was revoked just a couple of this past week. So the case was the past week.
Yeah,
Go
I'd
ahead.
tell him that he's stuck in jail until he spends $1 million in commissary. That's what I'd tell him. I said you only have 100 times as long as you've been in there to go, spending commissary at that same rate, and we'll let you out after that. If you don't want to, and then you're still going to be responsible for the $1 million in restitution. That's what I'd tell him. Stay in jail until you spend it with the state, and then go fucking owe it to the schools as well. And then we'll refit. We'll come back in a year, and if you haven't liquidated your shit and made up for it by then we'll do it all over again. Throw you in jail for another fucking 200-300 days, and wait till you fucking spend another $1 million with the state.
Nebraska. He's got a video. Well, you decided not to release that video on Monday now, didn't you? You're going to release it on Thursday?
I had a video I was going to release tomorrow, but I'm going to push that video back until Tuesday just because I didn't realize tomorrow was a holiday. Videos don't typically perform well on holidays, and I would like my video to perform well. So Tuesday, you'll get a new video. Wednesday or Thursday, you'll get a new video. And Friday, you'll get a new Lindsay Janeski video. So you still have 3 videos coming up this week. It'll probably be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday on the release schedule. Probably Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That's probably what my release schedule will end up being.
Nice. All right, let's finish this one up.
All right, you need to pay $1,500.
Okay, if I pay $1,500, can I give y'all a call and let you know that the $1,500 is paid?
Oh, yes.
And get off?
Well, we'll see once you pay the $1,500.
Okay. Cause I'm gonna try to borrow that from my sister and just try to pay her back in babysitting.
All right. So what I can tell you is, while people are with me on deferred adjudication, I don't allow babysitting. I don't allow them to have employment.
No, ma'am. I do hair as well, but it just doesn't bring in. I just started I just got a hair school. I just started braiding. It's not bringing in any big money yet, but I do braid hair as well. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So just so you know, in this court, I don't allow people on probation to be home health care provider or to work with minors.
No, man, I don't do any.
Hey, I was just gonna say, Jedi's on top of it. They're asking for the link to your channel.
Yeah, I just put it in there. But that's funny because she just said, I'm borrow this money from my sister and I'm gonna pay it back by babysitting through babysitting, which means she's probably already babysitting. You know, it's not like, oh well, we're just gonna start this new agreement and I'll just pay you back through this new agreement. No, this is probably something that's going on that she's like, hey, look, loan me the money and then I'll just watch the kids for free. And judge ain't having that. And then she immediately goes, but the funny part about it is when the judge goes, oh, no, you can't do that. She goes, oh, well, no, I do hair too. But hair doesn't bring in as much money. So that doesn't bring in money. That's why you're needing to do this other thing to pay for the thing that you're not paying on. And the judge is telling you can't do this thing, which means you need to get your lazy ass off of the fucking couch and go get a fucking job. McDonald's, go put the fries in the bag. Put it in the bag. That's all I got to say. You'll make your money a lot faster if you just go put fries in the bag than wait for your sister to need you to babysit.
Yeah. Some
There
dollars
you
an
go.
hour is better
K-Far
than
nailed it.
$0 an hour.
K-Far nailed it.
Yeah. McDonald's is always hiring. She's special.
You want?
All right, probation. Is
I'll
there any?
I'll go get her to braid my hair. Yeah. I'll pay a quarter of her restitution if she braids my hair.
Mine's getting pretty long here.
Are you about to go on camera?
No, I just turned it on. Did you not see?
Oh, I'm watching through the YouTube screen, so it's a little delayed. My bad.
You're delayed. Yeah. Mine's probably easier to braid than yours, but it's not that long yet.
She can braid my hair at McDonald's. Yes, Tim. That's what we're gonna set our appointment.
Absolutely.
On her
Anything
lunch
else?
break.
All right, thank you.
Miss hello,
Yes.
Miss Bo.
Pause it for a second. I want to say something because Sherry B makes a good point. There is no shame in working at McDonald's, and you're absolutely right. And I'm not shaming anybody at working at McDonald's. What I'm saying is that she can get her ass off the couch and go get a job at anywhere, including something that's just really easy to get, which is McDonald's. And it's fairly easy to get a job at. Those places have such a high turnaround that it's really easy for them to, need employees. Just go put in an application and wait for it to come up. There's 50 different fast food restaurants you go put applications in. And when two of them call, you can say, I can't, I just picked up a job, but please keep me in mind. Save my resume, and if not, I'll come in and fill out a new resume in 3 months when I quit this job and go work it for you. But absolutely, I'm not shaming anybody that is a service industry worker. Those are some of the hardest jobs with the most minimal of pay, and it drives our industry. Every time you eat, somebody's doing something for you at a very minimal cost to what you're spending out there. So absolutely not shaming that. I'm telling her, get off her ass and go get a fucking job. Even if it's just as simple as going boom, like repetitive, putting fries in the bag. It's okay. Go put the fries in the bag and pay off your restitution. Then go back to being a lazy piece of shit. Stealing and
there you
shit.
go. Yeah, once your restitution's paid, then go back off of living off your dad's social security. But pay the person you stole back first.
And fast food restaurants are starting to pay well because people don't want to do those jobs anymore.
Yeah.
So they're starting to raise the pay because finally people are coming around to saying, you rely on me more than I rely on you, and I'm tired of receiving $8 an hour. What are you going to do about that? And when enough people come to an agreement that $8 an hour is not enough, it becomes too hard for them to find employees and they begin losing money. So they either up the pay to get the people to come into work, or their business fails because they're stuck on stupid. So,
or Katie has the
or
best.
Don't steal.
Best yeah, best solution right
the
now.
Best.
If you didn't steal, you could be lazy all your life. You wouldn't know anybody. All right.
Yes, this is Judge Boyd.
Okay, so Miss Boyd, if she was to let me borrow
Judge Boyd.
I'm sorry, Judge Boyd. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Judge Boyd, if she was to let me borrow the $1,500, can I then give Miss Fuentes a call?
Oh, you can call whomever. You can call probation.
Okay. Well, I'll try to do that within the week if that's okay.
Yes, that would probably help you a lot.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Abrams, do you need to speak with her?
No.
All right, probation will call you.
Okay, thank you so much. Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Deputy Laura, as you know, I normally don't.
I cut it off like 5 seconds too early. Judge Boyd says right there that I normally don't mind when people call me Miss Boyd, and she said, but something about her frustrated her. But I cut it off too soon, so we did not get to see that. Anyways, I've got one super chat to catch up on. Also, guys, 2 subs away. 2 subs. 17,900. Nope, now just one. Who's going to be the 18,000 sub?
I'm going to be the 18,000. My second channel.
Of course. I was going to say, of course you're not subbed already. That would make all the sense in the
right
world.
now. I'm doing it right now so we can hit that number. I got to be it. Somebody out there better hurry up and beat me.
Nope, it's still 17,999. Karen, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I love the folks who prevent a state lottery because it's gambling. Wonder if they play bingo or a raffle ticket, right? Hypocrite. Yeah. Yeah. The lottery is still gambling. Especially the people with the scratch offs that sit there at the gas station all day, just spending hundreds of dollars on scratch offs. Like that I hate getting stuck behind those guys when I just want a Mountain Dew. Heather says 18K.
Okay,
I just refreshed it.
Oh,
nope.
I didn't get to it. I had to
We're at
switch to it.
18K.
I switched it on another. And I see it. Look, just so you know, I'm not bullshitting. 18,001, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
It is. I told you.
Well,
congratulations, Colin. Congratulations,
Thank you.
man. You deserve it.
Yeah,
you deserve it a lot more than a lot of other people. So you deserve it. There's a lot of people putting just AI like junk on there. You'll never ever see me subscribing or wasting my time watching a channel that's driven by AI. AI voice, no face, no personality. It's just tube at that time. There is no you in it. So Colin deserves this more than those channels do 100%. And those channels happen to be winning out. So fuck those AI channels. I'm so happy that fucking Colin is winning out. Colin's getting his 18. So everybody put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're happy for Colin hitting his 18,000. Put a 2 in the chat if you need a life.
Put a 3 in the chat if you want to Team Skeptic to stop telling you to put numbers in the chat.
Put a 3 in the chat if I gotta stop telling you the numbers to put 3 in the chat. That didn't even make sense.
No, it did not make any sense. Anyways, thank you for your kind words, Skeptic. I do appreciate it. Heather, 18K, let's go. Absolutely, thank you, Heather. Chester Cat, 18K, and I didn't chew on the internet wires. I appreciate the lack of chewing. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Chester. Chris, thank you so much, Chris. Woot, 18K, thank you. Jedi. Shit, Jedi. Jesus, thank you so much. Extremely generous of you. I appreciate it. Jedi, you were awesome. Okay. All right. We're gonna continue watching court. Wixom. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Wixom. You were awesome. You were awesome. And thank you for the quick information with the Judge Green where she was. That helped us find her. Well, it would have helped me find her. Skeptic was, I think, looking in Georgia for Judge Green for some reason.
No. Georgia.
Skeptic, thank you. You are awesome.
You're 18,000 and first. He's kind of cool.
If you didn't say anything, you could have just said you were the 18,000.
No, I don't lie. I do not lie. I ain't got to tell you, that I did something that I didn't really do. I'm very proud of my achievements. And my achievement this time of being 18,001, you know how hard it was to be exactly where you wanted to be? And I exactly wanted to be on 18,001. So congratulations to me as well for such an amazing job.
Congratulations. TTU, we don't hear that enough anymore. You need to start live streaming.
TTU, baby. Man, I really do. I miss live streaming so much. It's why I come on here. It's why I go on Shiz's channel, because I really like live. I like being live. Like there's something to not having a script and being able to you learn a lot about the person that you watch when you don't give them an opportunity to script out what they want you to hear.
Yeah.
Same goes for me. Okay. I'm not trying to say I'm better or worse than anybody else that does that. Same goes for me. You give me a script, I'm going to come at the video a lot differently than I would live. So I really enjoy being live. I just don't do it. I don't know why. But TTU, baby. TTU.
Carla, thank you so much.
Horns up. Horns up.
Horns up. Horns up. TTU, yes, TTU. And Carla, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. All right. Let's move on to the next case. 18K. 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 All right, we got a little judge watching. I do want to say, everybody, thank you for your congratulations in the chat. I was reading all the chats. I was trying to get through the super chats as fast as possible. I did see everyone comment, and I do appreciate it, everybody. I don't want you to think you have to super chat for me to see your comment because I did see them. I just got kind of carried away with Skeptic being a skeptard over there. So you
I
guys
am.
are all awesome. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. I just don't want you guys to think that I was kind of skipping over you guys. Because I absolutely was not. Real quick, you want to explain TTU because you can do a better job than me.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
that's
and
the
then
anti.
Derval's asking right
Go
now
ahead.
too with the super chat.
Okay, so TTU is something that we started because it was so funny. Like we started by clowning on Delete Laws because
Yeah, I was
he
gonna
would
say it was chilly, right?
yeah. So he sells a trifold. A trifold. He sells you an indestructible trifold, which there's no thing in the universe that's indestructible, maybe other than black holes, right? No, he's got a fucking black hole fucking trifold here that somebody went on screen, Gunner TV went on screen and was like, I bought an indestructible trifold.
That was one of my favorite videos of all time.
He took it like this
a
and went
10-second clip. Yeah. He like has a
and it
blowtorch, a
ripped.
chainsaw, and he's like, "Hold on a second," and then he just rips it in half.
So he made the mistake of one time referring to us as trolls, and that started like he was the trolls, the trolls. Every lolcow always says the trolls, the trolls, the trolls, and so we started calling ourselves the trifold trolls, and we would say trifold trolls unite. So everybody in the TTU baby, we just shortened that to TTU, trifold trolls unite. So we stand up against idiocy, idiocracy, and chili. So Chili's matches both of them. But yeah, he hates me. He hates me. He sued me as well. So I've been sued by like 4 different people in my time on YouTube. Chili, Lindsay Doneski, Daniel Pratt. Well, Daniel Pratt, I wouldn't consider that as suing because it never went to court, but he was like trying to sue me for copyright infringement until I had a lawyer answer the fucking call for me. And then he was like, damn, I can't get his information this way. Okay. And he just said, well, I'm going to sue him, and never did. So, but anyway, TTU baby, it goes on all day long. And yeah.
Yeah, if Skeptic ever goes live again, his chat just blows. It's TTU every other comment. So now you guys know what it
Every
means.
comment.
You guys
And
can
one's
join
in the
on the
chat all the time. One's in the chat. One's in the chat. I might even throw you off a little bit, see who's paying attention, and go, 1 in the chat if you don't like me, 2 if you love me. And everybody goes, 1, 1, 1, 1. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's because you. Never mind.
Yeah.
That would have been mean.
Kate
That would
always
have been
wins.
in the Kate.
KAW. Kate always wins.
Oh, see, these are the times that we miss that you just decided not to bless us with anymore.
The what? No, I don't bless you with what?
You don't bless us with these good times anymore because you stopped going live. But we're not gonna keep making fun of you for that, even though I'm still. All right, let's keep going.
I'll start going live. I'll start going live, chat. I'll start going live. Y'all are forcing me. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't want me to go live. Put a 2 in the chat if you do. Let's see who's paying attention.
I hate you. I hate you.
I know you do, and I love the fact that you hate me. Look at all
State
those
of
2s
Michigan
coming
versus
in.
Earl Gibbons, case number 24-00290. With people.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Lebo on behalf of Mr. Gibbons. Mr. Gibbons, can you state your name, sir?
Earl Gibbons. Thank you. We're here for sentencing today. Have you had a chance to review the pre-sentence investigation report with your client?
I have, Your Honor. The only modification I would make to the report is that it indicates that Mr. Gibbons does not have physical health concerns. He does. He suffers from cystic fibrosis and back pain.
It says in there, he has back problems and cystic fibrosis.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the sentence prior to that is that he does not have physical health problems. So I would be asking, I guess, simply for the word not to be stricken.
I'm going to change the word no to some.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Woods.
Judge, I've also had an opportunity to review the PSIR and I'd asked the court to follow the recommendations within that report. And I also received a report from Community Corrections that he was not in compliance with drug testing. And I believe he also had a positive alcohol test as well. I didn't know if the court wanted to take that into consideration during sentencing today.
Oh, Mama. I'm just, it says that he blew a positive, but it doesn't give me any numbers or anything like that.
It was a 0.1.
Mr. Gibbons, hang on a minute, please.
I remember. I don't know.
Am I correct? Does someone see numbers?
Your Honor, I do not see numbers. I do see that the positive test was on October 31st. First, we've been to court multiple times after that, so my belief would be that we must have addressed that alleged violation.
Oh, I got you. I don't know if a skeptic has seen this yet.
I have not.
Oh, this is no. This what I'm about to show you right now.
Don't answer, sir, please.
Oh.
You every
Who's to
time
say?
you open your pie hole, you get it worse troubled. So stay the course, will you? Don't answer.
Oops, started playing it again. Every time you open your pie hole, you get into worse trouble. So stay the course, will you? I miss that attorney. I haven't seen him in Judge Perkins' courtroom in a while. I wonder if he's moved on from his public defender, or his house counsel, I should say.
We did not.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But in any event, and it's probably for the same reason that we're not giving the address it right now. It says he tested positive, but I don't have any numbers. It's so. Mr. Gibbons, well, first of all, Mr. Lebo, as to the sentence recommendation, well, what would you like to say?
Your Honor, I ask the court to accept the recommendation. I think the PSIR is fair and indicates Mr. Gibbons does understand the severity of this incident and will be taking necessary steps to ensure he doesn't do anything like this again.
Well, I think the recommendation is fair. I also believe that he has minimized what happened that day, and I have a problem with that. He indicates that he was surrounded by people, and the report indicates that he slapped and also punched the victim in this case. He's saying he was surrounded and just punched to get out of a situation when that does not seem to be the case at all.
Yeah, I
Go
never.
ahead, Mr. Gibbons.
Your Honor, I am aware of that. But I think it's also important to understand, well, his view of what happened differs from the police report. He does acknowledge his actions were wrong.
All right, anything else you want to say on behalf of your client?
Mr. Leva, say something. You can't just say he acknowledges his actions were wrong. Come on, say something. Say what he's been doing since this. Anything. Help your client out. It's your job.
Mr. Lebo, anything else you want to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Man, I actually generally like Mr. Levo. He does a good job, but he did not advocate for his client at all, right there.
Mr. Gibbons, now is your opportunity to say whatever it is you would like to say to me, sir.
I just want to say I never punched anybody. All I want to say, I never punched anybody. I slapped her, I never punched anybody.
You did what?
I slapped her, but I never punched nobody.
Oh my God! Don't say that. There's no difference.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. He's taking a plea deal though, so he's
Oh,
admitting
okay,
that he
okay,
did
okay,
it.
okay.
So he has to admit
Okay,
that he did it.
I guess I just forgot this was his admission to the facts. So then it really doesn't make a difference. Like, I mean, you might as well
No,
just
it
say
doesn't.
you hit her.
Yeah.
You hit her.
Yeah, just say you hit her. That's all you have to say.
I admit my wrong on everything I did, but I never punched nobody.
So at some point, you told the probation department that you were surrounded by the victim, her dad.
Yeah,
Sir, I was still talking. I didn't interrupt you when you were talking. Please don't interrupt me.
I'm sorry.
At some point, you were surrounded by the victim, her dad, and brothers, and then they were arguing, and you just swung to get out of the crowd. When you say swung, you swung with an open hand? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was slapped straight up, and everybody was around me. They was trying to get me out the house. I was slapped her. I never punched nobody.
So you didn't swing?
No. I thought I was talking too fast.
I'm sorry, what now?
Huh?
What did you just say?
I said I never punched anybody.
I heard that. I was asking you about the statement you made to the probation agent. Did you swing at somebody?
No, I never swung at anybody.
You didn't say that?
I probably was talking too fast. I was nervous talking to the probation officer. I get fortunate mixing up my words. But I swear on my son, I never punched anybody.
You there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just. It went silent. I was like, "What happened?"
Yeah, it was just a little dead air in the video, so I hit the pause button.
Okay.
I feel like either right before this hearing, or maybe he's going to say it here shortly, but he says he's sick, so his voice he clearly has lost his voice. And I don't think that's his actual. Well, I don't think anyone believed that was his actual voice, but I do think he says at some point that he's sick. So I say kudos to him for actually coming to court when he's sick and sounds like shit.
Yeah,
but
right.
not kudos for him for slapping a lady though. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, sir. At this time, I'm going to impose sentence. You have served 92 days in the Washtenaw County Jail. Credit for 2 days served. The balance of that time is suspended. What that means is if you do what you're supposed to do, then you won't get any additional jail time. You're going to be on probation for a total of 24 months. Fines and court costs in this particular case for a total of $525 plus $30 per month probation oversight fee. You're to meet with probation when and where directed, including any and all home visits, weekly phone reports, and probation group meetings. You're to report to probation monthly via the online reporting platform as directed by the probation agent on the second week of each month. You'd attend and complete the ABR Domestic Violence Early Intervention Program and any additional programs that they indicate you need to take. You're restricted from having alcoholic beverages in the home. You're to submit to, pay, and be responsible for random drug and alcohol tests as requested by the court, probation, police, or any treatment provider. You are to provide monthly verification of completion of these programs. You're to attend court reviews as ordered by the court and provide proof of compliance. You're going to have a review before me in 90 days on May 12th, 2025 at 10 o'clock a.m. You're to make earnest efforts to maintain legitimate employment. You're restrained from assaulting, harassing, stalking, threatening, or engaging in any conduct that would place Sharday Williams in reasonable fear of bodily injury. No assaultive or threatening behavior towards her or anyone else. No contact with her. No going to the place of her place of residence or employment. No use or possession of alcohol, illegal drugs, drug paraphernalia. No being in the presence of anyone using them. No use or possession of any firearm components, ammunition, or other dangerous weapons. So you will test. 2 times per month.
Community corrections, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Your Honor, was that 2 times or 3 times?
2 times.
Thank you.
ETG, and substance. I'll see you back here on Mesa in Mesa.
Okay, you have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. Call probation tomorrow after 9 o'clock so they can sign the probation contract, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one was kind of boring. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens on Sundays. I go back and throw in videos from my vault that I haven't used in a live stream, and I haven't seen them for a while, so I don't really remember too much. I was like, "Oh, Judge watched it. We'll add her," but that one was a dud. So I do apologize for that. Pope Phil, thank you so much for the super chat. I can't. Why? I've got text over it, so I'm gonna do this. We'll do it this way.
Do you want me to
Proud
do
mom
that real
time.
quick? Oh,
Yeah,
go
for
ahead.
whatever. Yeah, go. Yeah, for whatever reason I've got something over half the text, so it's not trying to figure out how I can actually read this.
I can
My
read it.
computer's
I'll go
going-
ahead and read it out. Since
All right,
it
go
was
ahead.
directed to me, I can see it on your on the live chats or on the live screen. So, Pope Phil II for $9.99 says, "Proud longtime member, even of the TTU fan." Don't clip the next part, Paul, or Pope Phil, because I've already read it. Skeptical or skeptic calc. Please say fume so I can click it. Click. I think he means clip. It's something Jim and I have with Mark, so it will be funny. Come back on the show. Okay, so don't clip that part. I'm about to give you the part to clip. Fume. Or let's do it like this. Fume. Or fume. Man, I love being live. TTU, baby.
I have no idea what that's about, but Pope Phil,
Horns.
I would absolutely love to come back on Mark's show. The problem is him and I go live at the same time. So it's when I'm finished, I usually come in at the very end if he's even streaming anymore. So maybe we can work out a time where that can happen. But that's why I don't usually get a chance to jump over to his stream too often anymore. We both go at 8 o'clock, which is kind of a prime time to stream at. So I'm not hating on him. It's just we go at the same time. But I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. And I don't know what the fume thing was,
I did share my my cat album with the chat. Some people are liking my cat album.
All right, well, good. I'm glad they're enjoying that.
I feel so special.
Cat. Well, good. I'm glad you feel.
It's not just my mom saying it anymore.
We'll get next.
Okay, portfolio recovery versus land.
This is just a bunch of attorneys yelling at each other. So if we're bored halfway through this, we'll just call it a night. But I believe this is the last stream or the last clip. So
Hey, I want to
We'll,
say something though before you play this, because I think
Yeah.
I've done some research on portfolio recovery, and they're actually kind of shit bags. Like I'm not gonna. I don't want to defame like a company that is. If I'm getting it wrong, I would need to go back and look at my. There was a case out of Judge Simmons' courtroom that referenced. It was a Karen. I haven't put it out yet. I'm going to put it out, but she's like, well, they're scumbags, so I don't have to pay my debt. And so I looked them up. They've actually been sanctioned by Michigan. If it's them, I don't know that it's actual portfolio recovery. I'm pretty sure it was them though. But they've been sanctioned by the state of Michigan. There's so much about this. They're real scumbags. Whatever company it was that I was covering, and I think it's them. They're real scumbags, and they were doing they weren't following the proper federal procedures regarding debt collection. And it was making it really unfair towards the people that owed the debt. And while we can make fun of people that owe debt and don't pay it all day long, we can't get on the side of scumbags who take advantage of those people. So definitely not up for that. And but it turns out that in the case that I was covering, there was no violation. They actually followed all the rules. So it doesn't matter that they were sanctioned previously, that they still had the ability to collect debt under Michigan state law. So they were continuing on under the sanctions, and they followed the sanctions to the letter when they were dealing with this Karen. So she was like, I'm not paying because they were sanctioned by Michigan and I don't want to pay that. I'm like, that's not exactly how that works. They're still licensed by Michigan to do debt collecting. They've been sanctioned. So if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, then you just need to pay the debt that you owe. So I just want to put that out there that I've done the research on this company. I'm going to look it up real quick to make sure that I'm not talking about a different company. But go ahead.
No, now that you said that, I remember a little bit more about this clip now. This attorney is trying, because this attorney actually works for, was hired by someone that owes portfolio recovery at debt, and he's trying to get it dismissed because of the improper something by portfolio recovery. So what you just said actually makes sense, because that's
Look
what
at this.
starts the.
I'm going to share a link to the chat right now that anybody can go and see it for themselves, so they don't have to just take my word on it. There you go. Oh, look, I shared my cats again. Hold on.
Oh, you're just trying to clickbait for your cat pictures.
Okay, there it is right there. No, that's my cat picture again. I literally just went to the thing and copied it. Dude.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna play the video.
It's doing it again. Oh my god. I just reported somebody on accident. I'm sorry, legal fiction.
You reported legal fiction.
I was trying to delete my comment, and then he left a comment, and everything shifted up. And as I clicked, it went to report. I was like, "Oh man, I love legal fiction." Shit.
You got to act like you've done this before, at least. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. It's this, man. My computer's fucking up, man. Hold on. It put the link to, like, it's messing up big time on my end. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
And then all right, just look up portfolio recovery collections, Michigan sanctions, and you will get a. Okay, here it is right here. Now the link is coming up. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean to derail this. I was honestly trying to give you some good information regarding this case.
Keith is absolutely right. It's okay. We all remember our first day on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, hold on. Why is it doing this? All right, there we go. Man, my computer's really messing up, y'all. This is not a good time for my computer to be messing up. First full day in Hong Kong. All right.
Yeah, hopefully you're using a VPN. I think you might be getting hacked right now.
I am using a VPN. Maybe that's why it's fucking up.
Well, don't turn it off. All right, let's go.
Yeah, riding the struggle bus for sure. Jedi.
404122.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cezanne Barda, P65425, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your Honor. Sean O'Mara on behalf of Mr. Lond.
Okay, I'm gonna need you just to keep your voice up or turn your volume up there, Mr. O'Meara. So I didn't see this. I was given this morning, this motion to set aside the dismissal of the counterclaim. So it's your motion, Mr. O'Meara. You can go ahead and proceed.
Your Honor, just briefly, I put in the wrong, first time probably in 15 years. I've missed a pretrial. It was in my calendar for the, I put it in for February instead of January. So I do apologize. I did show up. I was late and I did miss it. That's my fault. I'm just asking that the dismissal of the counterclaim be set aside. It was my error. But I think there's no prejudice to plaintiff here. We haven't really started the case. So with that, I would believe that the sanction I'm hoping will be.
I sure hope I didn't play this last night because I didn't stream last night. That would have been very difficult for me to do. I don't think I've played this one though. I really don't.
Set aside and we can proceed forward.
Mr. Barta?
Your Honor, this is a straightforward collection matter for a credit card whereby defendant purchased about $11,500 from May 2020 to August 2020 on Nike.com, StockX. He was buying tennis shoes, and I don't know if he was buying, I don't think he was buying them to wear. I think he was buying them to flip some type of business venture. But this was an original creditor of Capital One Cabela's card. My client purchased that debt with the bill of sale and all the chain of title documents attached to our complaint. So everything that brother counsel is saying goes towards the defense of the action. But how they can turn around and file a counter complaint against Portfolio Recovery Associates just to collect the money, it has absolutely zero merit. And I don't believe the counterclaim should stand. And that's why last week I didn't ask for a default to our claim, because that does have to be decided on the merits by the Honorable Judge McNally. But what we don't have to do is go back and entertain a counterclaim against my client who is just trying to collect $12,000 or whatever we filed suit for, $13,917 from the purchase of tennis shoes on a credit card. It just doesn't, it's meritless.
Mr. O'Meara?
Yeah, can I briefly respond? So
this is a good time to pause real quick. For everyone that didn't hear him say it earlier, you said part 3 is coming out Friday for the Chuck's X's video.
Yeah, part 3 will be Friday, and then part 4. So part 4, I'm a little, I don't know exactly how I want to do part 4. Part 4 was going to be a discussion with Chuck, and he's going to lay everything out, all the things that we don't know that weren't covered in any of my videos. He's going to drop it all, any kind of information. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should do a live stream for that one. But because my live streams are so discombobulated, I don't know if I should just go ahead and do a regular video for it, and then a live stream on Friday or a live stream on Saturday, whatever works for Chuck's schedule, or put it all together in a more concise manner and deliver it to you that way. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but either way, it'll be Friday for the part 3 and then Friday again for part 4. So
perfect. Ed, hopefully you're still here for that. I think I pulled it up pretty quickly after you asked. So, all right, let's keep going.
Yeah, nice and loud though. I'm having a hard time getting you real good here.
I'm sorry about that. It's my microphone. I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Just keep your voice up nice and loud for me, please.
I'll try to be as loud as possible, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, this is a debt buyer case, okay? And Portfolio Recovery is fully aware of the statutes that they're being countersued under, okay? The whole premise of the counterclaim is that Portfolio Recovery makes a business decision not to be able to actually validate anything with the debt. So when it comes down to the bill of sale, the bill of sale is an unidentified, there's there's a controlling agreement that I would like them to produce. Okay. So when filing a collection complaint does not in and of itself violate the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, but when they make a business decision not to be able to validate anything with the debt, it absolutely does. Again,
What is the basis for the counterclaim, Mr. O'Mara?
Your Honor, the basis would be that the collection action itself, right, is governed by that they make a business decision not to be able to validate anything with the debt. That would be the basis of the underlying agreement. So I would like.
What kind of damages would your client sustain?
Well, no, there's statutory damages and then my attorney fees. They're well aware of this. I've been doing this exclusively for 15 years in state and federal court. They're aware of the counter complaint. They're aware of the issues that present in every one of their cases. They're not the original creditor. This is it's just.
I know, I get it.
Yeah.
This happens every day in here. I get it.
Right.
I understand.
Right. So
but what's the basis? What's the base? What kind of damages do you have? Because you're telling me essentially that somebody can't validate the debt.
Correct.
And now, therefore, you get to assert a counterclaim?
Absolutely. That would be.
Wouldn't that just be, listen, Judge, we're entitled to summary disposition or no cause of action, and now we're entitled to sanctions
No,
because they brought a wait on, let me finish. Because they brought a frivolous action?
No, it would be a deceptive practice under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act when they do a sleight of hand as they do. So that would be the basis of it. So that is fairly clear in my counter complaint. It's an independent action. Now I could go to there's concurrent jurisdiction. It's a federal statute, but the state courts are authorized to hear these claims. We brought it in state court. So they would have to be saying that there's something pled in my pleadings that is not actionable, and that's not true. So what happened here is I inadvertently missed the pretrial, and I had a sanction
I get it.
of dismissal.
I get it. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me finish.
All right, this is going nowhere quickly. I don't even really understand what's going on. So this attorney is trying to get money, saying that his client's entitled to damages because of the way that Portfolio Recovery is trying to collect the debt.
And that's what the sanctions say that I provided earlier in the chat. That's what it says. If these people, they've have a history of this, so they have these new. So what he's arguing is that they're not proving the debt. They're doing something malicious. And of course, there's case law to back him up that they've done this in the past. So he's trying, whether they're doing it now or not, he's just trying to say they're not following what these sanctions say. They've got to do this part. They've got to do this part. They've got to do this. And they're not doing all of that. And because they're not doing all of that, my client is entitled to damages from them that have already been said that are able to be sanctioned due to a previous court ruling. So that's kind of the gist that's going on right now. And this is why he's arguing with the judge here and not with the other lawyer. Because he's telling the judge that despite you seeing this all the time, this is not somebody that comes into your court with good intentions.
Gotcha. Real quick.
And just to add to what the comment on the thing, they have so yes, what the person said is correct, but due to these sanctions, they have actually additional standards that must be met by Portfolio Recovery due to their previous behaviors on cases. So due to their previous not following the Fair Debt Collection Act.
Gotcha. You want to take a shot at pronouncing this name?
Yeah, sure. Cinnamidopropyl. Okay, hold on. Cinnamidopropyl trimonium cat. Cinnamidipropyl trimonium cat.
It's cinnamon prostitute cat. You've mispronounced it terribly.
Cinnamidopropyl? Yeah, cinnamidopropyl litonium. God, I'm trying to do it without looking. Cinnamidopropyl trimonium cat. Cinnamon dipropyl trimonium cat. There you go.
Yeah, I I call him Cinnamon Prostitute Cat. Because I'm not even going to attempt to try that. So it's Cinnamon Prostitute Cat from here on out. But anyways, that's actually Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat, thank you so much for the
Oh, I know it is.
for the super chat.
I love Cheshire. Been around forever.
Cinnamon Prostitute Cat. All right, let's keep going.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set aside the dismissal of the counterclaim. I don't like having to call lawyers. I'm getting tired of calling lawyers on pretrial dates. It's ridiculous. It really is. I sit here on this bench and I marvel of the number of lawyers that don't show up as though they are incapable of keeping dates. Let me finish. I'm going to set aside the dismissal. Okay? But that's why I did this. Mr. Barta asked me to, and I don't understand why people aren't showing up. I get the fact that mistakes are made, but way too many in this generation. So I'm going to go ahead and set aside the dismissal of the counterclaim, reinstate the counterclaim. But I want to caution you, Mr. O'Meara. I don't care what you're running by certain judges. I'm telling you, if I find this is a frivolous claim, I'm going to assess attorney fees against you personally and against your client. That's all I'm going to say about it. I get the fact that we all make mistakes. I make them too. I'm reinstating the counterclaim. You can present an order to that effect. But this stuff about suing debt collectors on counterclaims, I don't get it. Okay, I'm sorry. So that's the order of the court. You can submit your order setting aside the dismissal of the counterclaim and reinstating it, and we will go from there. Anything else, Mr. O'Meara or Mr. Barta?
Not in this matter, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we are.
Anything else?
Well, are we going to open discovery today?
Yeah, I should go ahead and take care of that. I apologize. Give me a discovery order.
All right. Why did I pause it? We've only got a couple minutes left. I do want to. This hearing is pretty much over. The judge, they're going to go through a few other things, and I'll let it play out. For everyone who does not know, well, Skeptic, have you seen the TikToker that has been in front of Judge Simpson for eviction over the last?
Yeah,
couple weeks?
That girl needs to be slapped with a big thing of salami across her face, wet, and like, I hate people like that. I just hate people like that. Like they sit there and like, oh, let me do myself up for my eviction hearing, and then they get in there and they play victim the whole fucking time. Get the fuck out of the house and give the house back to the lady. Like, come on, man. I know how much influencers make. You guys make enough money to pay for that fucking house. You just don't want to. So get the fuck out of the house and let the lady who owns it, who has a family that she needs to feed, let her have it back. And they're sitting there playing games with her. Fuck those people. Sorry. I'm sorry. I should control myself more. It's call-in stream, not Skeptics.
it's fine. So after part 2, on Tuesday, sorry, let me start over. On Tuesday, there's going to be part 3. It's an in-person bench trial in front of Judge Simpson, where the TikToker is going to have to prove damages for the reason why she's not paying her rent. Now, about 6 days ago, so on the 10th, the landlord filed a dismissal. She dismissed the TikToker from the case, but not the boyfriend, just the TikTok person.
Right.
But
because
then,
the TikTok person was already voluntarily leaving, according to her.
Yeah. We don't know why the dismissal was filed yet, but then the next day or a couple days later, they hired an attorney. The homeowners filed an attorney. So between the dismissal day and the day that they hired an attorney, the TikTok person, I can never remember her name, Traversia, I don't know. She put out a TikTok where she's doing this dumb little dance, and she shows the very bottom of the paperwork that she received saying case was dismissed. She didn't show anything else, just the very bottom of it saying case was dismissed, with a caption that read, "When the landlord doesn't want to go forward with the case because you're bringing receipts." And so she's making herself look like an asshole, especially when the case isn't over yet. And it's still going to be in front of Judge Simpson. But this is the reason I'm bringing it up. I am going to Judge Simpson's court on Tuesday to be there in person for this case because they're
Oh, are
supposed to
you?
be there. Yeah, they're supposed to be there in person. So I'm going to be there and to witness this in person. I think it's going to be a
That's gonna be great.
yeah,
I
it's
can't
going to be
wait.
a fireworks show. And I'm excited for it. I honestly I don't think she's going to show up because of this dismissal. I don't think she's going to show up, and I think it's going to cause some problems because Judge Simpson has not dismissed it yet. So she can't just not show up. Just because it was filed a dismissal doesn't mean it's been dismissed. It has to still go in front of Judge Simpson, and she was ordered there in person. So we will see. We will see what happens.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but those people, those types of people that go out and intentionally take advantage of other people, especially like people that have means, right? They have means. I can understand somebody stealing bread. I don't think people should be thrown in jail for months or even weeks or days because they're stealing bread to feed their hungry family. I understand that decision. But when you're like this person and you've clearly got the money, you clearly have the means of providing anything future. Like you had to provide financial statements to get that place. You had to get qualified. So when you provided those, either you lied, which is fraud, or you did that and you had that money, you're just choosing to withhold it. And this, to me, doesn't seem like this person is new to this. It seems kind of like they've done this quite often. And that's why I can't fucking stand these people. So I wish I could be there. Oh, I'd meet her outside the courtroom. I'd TikTok dance all over, dumbass. I'd make her look so stupid, put it on TikTok and tag her. That would be what I would do. And I would go out there with complete malicious intent. So fuck her. I hate people like that, guys. I just can't stand them.
Real quick, Tim, if I did something for Judge Simpson to say Mr. Allen to me, you cannot tell me that video would not be all over YouTube. That YouTuber gets Mr. Allen called on him. I can already see it now. That would blow up if that happened. I'm not saying I'm that
God.
popular, but I'm just saying you can clickbait the hell out of that. But no.
Oh man. I was gonna say I should send you the shirt that was just referenced by Thornal. That my ABCDE fuck you shirt. You should be wearing that to when she walks out of the courtroom, like have it underneath and then take off the top shirt and go stand out in the courtroom and go.
Absolutely. While recording it, trying to ask questions. So what do you think? What do you think? Are you gonna pay the money? Do you like my shirt? And then I start doing the dance that she did. Mr. Allen posed for the picture. Yeah, let's see. Mr. Allen and Judge Simpson know me, so it wouldn't. I would have to be extremely contemptuous for Judge Simpson to have Mr. Allen arrest me. I've been there too many times. They know who I am, so I would have to be extremely out of line. I would probably get yelled at and kicked out before I got arrested. So I would really have to do something dumb. All right. I love the fuck around and find out shirt. All right. Let's finish this up and then we'll peace out. There's only about 2 or 3 minutes left of this video, so we'll finish this up, peace out, and then you can go and enjoy China.
Hey, would y'all like to go have lunch with me? I think I'm gonna go take a ferry over to Hong Kong Island from Kowloon. I'll have this camera on me, so it'll be forward facing all the time. You'll see it from my point of view, and I'll have earplugs in so you can talk to me through the. I'll have my not my super chat, but my I got this thing called speech chat. So all you have to do is put !speak and it plays audibly for me. So if you want to say something, I don't have to be looking at my phone. I can actually enjoy the thing. And when you want to say something to me, it'll come in through my ear. If you'd like to join me, I might go do it. At least I'll go walk around Hong Kong. So y'all can go do that with me.
And back.
Sorry, this is Derval just asked for this. I used to play this clip all the time.
Can I see Colin in back, please? And can I see Colin in back, please? And
I keep hitting play because I keep meaning to hit pause at the end, but it keeps playing it instead. Yeah, I was there that day. He actually did call me into his chambers for that. That was fun.
What did he tell you?
Play
the whole thing. Play the whole thing.
No, that's it.
I want to hear it.
Can I see Colin in back, please? And
all I did was clipped it when he said that. So this was a case where we, as a community, helped raise almost $27,000 for a 21-year-old girl. I want to say girl because she's kind of a child still, but even though she's a woman, she's a lady. But she was getting evicted. Her parents, her stepdad murdered her mom and her siblings,
Oh no.
and then her stepdad tried to self-alive himself.
Damn.
She was put on survivor benefits through the state of Michigan. She got an apartment, and then the state of Michigan revoked her, or they terminated her benefits because I think you only get them for a period of time. So it's not like they took them away for any reason except for they probably expired. But she had an apartment because of this, because of the benefits, and she was getting evicted because she couldn't pay. I was in court that
That
day.
sucks.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go through the entire story, but we as a community got a GoFundMe for her, and we raised $27,000 for her, and so she was able to keep her apartment. But that was Judge Simpson called me into the back to ask me like, can you do this? And we already did it at this point. Like we already started it. There was already money going into the GoFundMe at this point, so he was
Awesome.
he was really happy. He was kind of holding
It
back
makes me
tears.
love Judge Simpson even more. Like I love that guy. He's such a badass when it comes to like being fucking fair. You know, that's all that I ask for in judges is be fucking fair. Be strict, be loose, whatever you want to do, but be fair. If they're fucking up, put them in jail. If it's worth putting them in jail, put them in jail. Don't put somebody that's making some minor crime in jail for long periods of time because they're poor and they can't, like the lady before, she stole from somebody else. It wasn't a matter of she stole $4,000. She's not doing this to survive. She's doing this to enrich herself. When she's not paying child support, put her ass in, or not child support, I'm sorry. When she's not paying restitution, put her ass in jail. Again, if you have a case where a lady's stealing a loaf of bread to feed her family, you don't put that lady in jail. Hell, you don't even sanction her with fines. It's on your record. It's on your record. That's good enough. That's good enough for me. Don't do it again because we're not going to be so sympathetic the next time. That's what I would say. And I find that coming out of some of the judges that I love to cover, like Judge Simpson, are typically the judges that do stuff like that, where they take the whole picture into consideration, not just the facts, not just the feelings, but everything involved, and come to a conclusion that's good for society, that corrects the problem so it doesn't happen again or shouldn't happen again, but also doesn't detriment society too much by putting a mother in jail for nothing. These are those judges. I will support judges like that all fucking day long. And Judge Simpson is one of those judges like that. You fuck around, you'll find out. But if you go in there and you respect him, he's going to at least treat you fairly.
He absolutely will. He absolutely will.
Oakley, yes. Judge Oakley's another
Oakley.
good one.
Oakley gives gift cards to people like you just said. If you go in there for like minor theft and you said that you're stealing food, like he has gift cards on his bench that he will give you. He's done that a couple times.
And like with Judge
all right.
Oakley, one of the reasons why I like Judge Oakley so much is he talks to you like you're a person. He doesn't talk to you like you're this autonomous robot that's, going through the motions like the lawyers are. A lot of times he talks to the lawyers like that. But to the defendants, he actually tries to be personable because he needs them to understand what they're doing wrong and how not to do it again and wind up in the same situation. He does that quite well. But again, fuck around, find out. That's the dark side to these judges from the dark side. When you take advantage of that fairness or that kindness, it comes back to bite you in the ass just as much as it was helping you.
Absolutely. All right. Let's finish this one up and then we'll peace out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. All right. So unless you guys want something different, I'm going to go ahead and stay in accordance with the schedule I just created. All right.
60 days.
In other words, yeah, unless you guys feel like you need more or less, either one of you.
No, Your Honor, I would just be requesting that it be written only.
Okay. Any objection to that, Mr. O'Mara?
None right now. I would like them to identify their custodian of records, though.
Well, you can submit that in a written request, right?
I can, but
he'll do that with.
Okay.
Who am I
and
get? Who am I?
These are two lawyers talking.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Who am I hearing out there? I
John
don't know who it
Barnes.
is, but pardon?
You're hearing, I believe, John Barnes's computer.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well, here's
Roger.
what I'm doing. That's okay. May 20th at 10. Witness lists are due March 20th. Discovery cutoff is April. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. Discovery to be completed by April 10th. Witness list due by March the 10th. We're not going to have a settlement conference. No trial briefs. And if you don't have to file a trial brief, if you want to file one and you have to file and exchange it not later than 7 days before the trial date, I'm going to set the trial date for May the 20th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'll just ask, actually, I'll save you some time. Mr. O'Meara, I'm just going to indicate, yeah, you should do it in a separate order. Submit an order reinstating the counterclaim, and I'll send this guy's. What's that?
I could just refile it.
You don't have to refile it. Refile the counterclaim?
Well, I mean, it's in order to reinstate the counterclaim that was already filed. I mean, I could just e-file it today, and then we'll just open discovery.
I just want an order on your motion to set aside the dismissal of the counterclaim, and I want you to say I granted that in an order.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care, and then he's going to answer your counterclaim if he hasn't already within the time allowed by law, and we're going to go from there. So submit an order setting aside the dismissal of the counterclaim, and I'll send out the pretrial order. Okay? And
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
You guys should have this in the next 2-3 days. Thanks a lot, both of you. Have a great day. Thanks a lot.
All right. That's it. Are you going live? Did you make that decision?
Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. I got to get some content on the After Dark channel before I lose it altogether. Lose monetization on it. So yeah, if y'all want to go with me, I'll walk around Hong Kong and show you guys a little bit. I haven't been to Hong Kong Island yet. There's supposed to be this peak where you can go up and see the entire skyline of Hong Kong. I kind of want to go do that. So if y'all want to accompany me with it, then I guess we'll go do it in like maybe 30 minutes. I just need to get ready, change my clothes. This is this is what I woke up in this morning, and I just been chilling. If I'm gonna go out in the city, I'm gonna actually put on some decent clothes. But yeah, y'all ready for it? What's up? Team Skeptic After Dark. That's where it's gonna happen. But it's gonna be a minute because I'm not ready right this second. As you can see, my room is still a little mess trying to get all the wires and shit for this live stream. But I got to clean up my room real quick, and then I'll get out of here. And so if you guys want to go, then just be ready for it. Team Skeptic After Dark going on in probably an hour. So.
Do you mind dropping the link to your channel real quick? Or if one of my mods can find it real quick, Team Skeptic After Dark. I'm sure if you search it on YouTube, it'll pop up.
I just dropped it.
All right, nice. Okay. Let's see. Lone Wolf, it's Sunday night, so Lone Wolf probably isn't.
Oh my God, it's late.
Raid real quick.
Hey, should we do it tonight? I can wait and do this tomorrow. I just realized it's 11 p.m. for you guys out there. If you're in Texas, 12 New York, 9 California. But if y'all would rather me wait and do it tomorrow, first thing in the morning for me, where it's a little bit earlier in the evening for you, I can wait and do it tomorrow. I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm totally good either way. I just don't want it to be so late for y'all that y'all aren't really, that you can't stick around and watch and see all of what I'm about to go do. When I go on my long walks, I walk for like 5 hours and we walk and go see shit. So if you want to see what Hong Kong looks like, then it may be better to do it like first thing in the morning tomorrow. Or I can probably do it first, either when you wake up or first thing when I wake up. Either one would work with the time difference.
It's your channel, man. You do it whenever you want to do it. If you want to do it now,
no. Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, I always will do it, but I'm just saying, like, I would rather, I want everybody to enjoy it as well, because I'm going to enjoy it regardless of whether they're there or not. So, I want everybody else to enjoy it as well. And if we need to wait until tomorrow, like do it first thing, I'll do it as soon as I wake up, as soon as the sun's in the sky. That would be about 5 p.m. tomorrow night for you. So I can get out at about 8 p.m. That's what I'll do. I'll go out at about 8 a.m. tomorrow. And then that'll be 6 p.m. for you guys tomorrow night on Monday night. Since I'm not dropping a video, this will be a perfect way to put out some kind of content. And I'll have everything set up so that way you guys can speak to me through my earpiece and all that.
All right, sounds perfect. You guys heard it. 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Would that be 6 p.m. Eastern time, or is that
Central.
you're talking 6 p.m.
Central time.
Okay, so that will be
CST.
7 p.m.
CST.
Eastern time tomorrow.
Fuck! Now I got to make sure I do it.
Well, I know you just said it. There's 174
I need
people
to do
that
it.
just said that, heard you.
I know. I need to do it though. I need to go live. I'm keep pushing it off. I love live streaming. I just need to stop taking over other people's channels and do it on my own.
I love it when you're up here. You can come take it over whenever you want to. Speaking of that, thank you guys so much for all the super chats tonight. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for the 18,000 subscribers. I could not have done it without you guys. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you so much. It's been a fun ride so far, and we're just getting started. And yeah, Team Skeptic, thanks for jumping up. I don't really have anything else to say. We're raiding KCC. She's the only person streaming right now, so we're gonna raid KCC. That's who I have set up to go to.
I have one thing to ask of the chat, because 177 people, that's your loyal followers. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like to see me come back.
knew
Put
that
a
was
2 in
coming.
the chat if you don't, and I'm not going to be offended by anybody that puts 2 in the chat. Let's go, and then we'll go to that other live stream the moment y'all vote.
Again, I hate you. All right, you guys are awesome. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Members Monday, so you have Team Skeptic at 7, then you have Members Monday for me at 8, and so it's gonna be a good night. Or you can just hang out with Skeptic all night. Maybe we'll all go over there and we'll do Members Monday on his channel instead.
No. How about this? We'll do that, and I'll do that, and I'll lead into your channel. I'll just tell everybody, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Let's go hang out with Colin now, and we'll do that. I'll take everybody on like an hour-long walk.
Yeah, but it's Monday's members only. So even if you lead into my channel, I don't like forcing people to become members. I don't want to do that. So I would appreciate a raid from you. That would be awesome, but don't do it tomorrow.
Okay. That works. Because I'm not a member either. Now I'm feeling left out.
Well, you don't need to be a member if you just come up on panel. So just come up on panel when you're done. All right, you guys are awesome.
Hold on. Would you? No, not yet. Hold on.
Right.
I got something
I
I want to do. One last time. Sorry, chat. 1 second. My computer's taking a long time to load, but as soon as it loads, you will appreciate this. Load! I don't know that I can do what I'm doing without being a member myself. I'm trying to gift 20 memberships. Oh shit, it just popped up. I was gonna do this as a surprise. Now 20 more additional people that are in the chat can now go on and enjoy it tomorrow. I love you guys. I hope everybody got a membership that really wanted one. Colin's fucking amazing, and thank you for being so hospitable to me. Chat, thank you for being so hospitable to me. Colin, whatever, but chat, thank you. And I love you guys, I really do. And we'll see you guys in the morning.
Thank you for that, Team Skeptic. I appreciate it. That was very generous of you.
Of course.
All right, we're out, guys.
I'm not even a member. Shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't have my outro loaded. No, it's on my video. That's right. It's on my video. So I just have to pop this back up.
Membership. What the fuck? It gave everybody but me one. Shit.
Oh, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it for yourself.
I don't care. It's okay. I'd rather the other people have the memberships. I can talk to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I love you guys though, for real. Y'all make my world spin. So I appreciate it.
You guys are awesome. Go tell KCC that we sent you and we said hello. You guys are awesome. Until next time, bye.